in Italy.
This championship scheduled as all European title fights are for 12 rounds, but Lang's trainer, Joe Ryan, has been telling me here in Campione that he feels it could be a lot quicker than that. He fancies his man to win inside 5 rounds. Well, we all know what Kirkland Laing can be like. He can be brilliant one night, and he can be disastrous the next. The Italian stalking Laing in these opening seconds. Oliva's got a reputation for being a jab and run merchant, and the Laing camp have always felt that they're going to have to go looking for him, although the Italian has actually come out aggressively. A lot of the Laing plans have been based on the idea of cutting Oliva off if he tried to run away. But at the moment, he doesn't look as though he's going to do that. And Oliva quick to cover up and to get himself out of the corner. And the Spanish referee, Senor Vasquez, I think perhaps foreseeing some difficulties with this fight, already having a word with the two men, just trying to keep it tidy. The referee giving considerable height of weight to these two. If Laing is going to spring an early surprise, it's likely to come from that cocked right hand. Laing came out here on Monday, mislaid his luggage at Milan airport, including the European Championship belt. Somebody forgot to pick it up off the conveyor, and it was rescued yesterday, luggage and belt. There was an objection at the rules meeting this morning to Lang's hairstyle. The Italians objected to it. Mickey Duff, the manager of Laing, was quick to point out that he boxed here in Italy less than 2 years ago, and nobody made a complaint then, and he had exactly the same hairstyle then. So that was dismissed, but he has been told to keep it well tied back. Laing already looking for him with the right hand. Oliva now already beginning to look a little more cautious than he was at the start of this opening round. Chopping down on the back of the Italian's head, and he's getting a stern warning about that. Mickey Duff is up on the ring apron protesting about the ref's attitude, and we've got the makings of a fight here between the referee and Mickey Duff, the manager of Laing. And we're already 3:26 into this round. 3:30 that lasted. So already bad feeling here between the British camp and the Spanish referee. And Laing getting a very, very quick ticking off from the referee there for chopping punches down. And Mickey Duff is going across to the officials sitting outside the ring and making his protest at this moment. That was a right hand for Oliva, but well out of distance with it. And there comes the punch, chopped down. That's the rabbit punch, chopped down on the back of Oliva's neck. So this tiny room in the casino at Campione with only some 400 spectators here. The place is packed, but it only holds 400. It's the smallest arena I've ever seen for a major title fight. Well, I don't know whether Lang's been disturbed by that row in the opening round, He had a little bit of worry today at the weigh-in when he was slightly overweight. But that was cured when he took his underpants off. The ladies in the room having been dismissed. And now in the second round, the champion Laing, looking as though he wants to be aggressive, and Oliva doing his share of holding. And Laing very clearly is going to try and catch Oliva coming towards him with the right hand. Look at the way he carries his hands, Laing. It's an extraordinary style. He relies on quick reflexes and good footwork to keep himself out of trouble when the attacks come. But those arms and gloves of Lang's offering almost no defense at all. But that's the way he likes it. The Italian, a man who's lost only one professional fight out of 52, and that was when he lost his world light welterweight title. Now in his comeback, he's moved up one weight into the 10 stone 7 division. And Oliva getting his share of blame there for the holding. Missing all the time with the right hand as he tries to counter, going over the shoulder of Laing. Interesting contrast between the two styles. Oliva, perfectly orthodox, hands held high, and Laing with the arms draped down around his thighs. Well, if ever there was a gamble being taken, it's being taken by Laing here, who is hoping for a world title shot next year, and that depends entirely on how he does tonight. Huge gamble coming to Italy for a challenge from an Italian. Good right hand shot to the body there from Laing. Once again, we've gone past the 3-minute mark in this round. 3:13. Well, the prediction from the Laing camp, from Joe Ryan, the trainer, that this could be a fast fight, has not come true. Here we are on the 4th, and no great dramas so far. And Laing not quite catching Oliva as Oliva comes to him. Again, Laing gets a caution. That's a good right hand from Oliva. Just under 2 years ago, Laing came to Italy to try to win the title he now holds against Nino La Rocca of Italy, and he had a desperate 12 rounds against him. He couldn't handle him at all. It was one of his great off nights, and he lost on points. And it'll be a pity if this degenerates into something similar. Lang's beginning to look very disillusioned with Oliva's smothering tactics. And this diminutive referee, Senor Vasquez of Spain, is really going to have to take a firm hand on this, or it could turn into a shambles. Oliva moving away all the time from Lang's right hand. He knows what to expect from there. And Oliva has settled down now into quite a confident routine. one who's struggling is the champion. Oliva's ducking and diving, making Laing miss. Laing twisting, hurling his man round. He gets a caution for that. And that is a sign of Lang's frustration. He's really got to get his right hand into play here. That was a good jab from Laing. Laing is getting very, very frustrated and upset indeed at Oliva's holding tactics. And he needs to keep cool. Again, the punch down in the back of the neck from Laing. Oliva told not to duck into it, and Laing told not to do it. Again, we're past the 3-minute mark. Every round so far has been beyond 3 minutes. 3:15. This is ridiculous. We're in 3:25 now. And still the round continues. Lord knows what the timekeeper is up to. 3:40. This is a farce. 3:50 that bell came at. 50 seconds over. Round 6. I make it already in overtime, as it were, on these previous 5 rounds, that they've already fought more than 2 minutes, more than they should have done. And Oliva again, this Italian in the white shorts, looking coolly confident, working his way around this ring and picking his man off. And unless Laing finds some hard punches, very soon his title might be on the way back to Italy. Oliva claimed the inside position and scored again. Rapid, straight punching, and it's paying off against his wide-open style. You could make a case that the referee hasn't paid enough attention to the holding that Oliva did earlier on, but at the same time, you've got to admit that the Italian is playing a very cagey game here, and it's paying off. He's punching shorter than Laing, and Lang's got a cut by the left eye to add to all his other problems. And Oliva saw that. He looked quite startled when he saw the blood on Lang's face. He didn't realize he'd had that much success. So the going gets tougher and tougher for Laing, the champion. And again, Laing shows his desperation as he hurls the man away from him and picks up yet another warning. last 3:15. There's the bell at 3:19. And Laing is cut by the left eye. Not a familiar sight. Don't see Laing cut. But Oliva has done it to him. And
real arguments about the timekeeping, some problems for Kirkland Laing. We'll take you on to round 10, and they still haven't got that timekeeping right.
Well, Laing had unhappy memories of his previous trip to Italy in April last year against Nino La Rocca, and tonight has been very similar. He was full of confidence at the weigh-in this morning, but most of that now, I'm afraid, has evaporated. And Laing is looking very dispirited, and his work is becoming very ragged indeed. Heads rubbing together, and a sign of that is a mark underneath Oliva's left eye. Nothing serious. And again, the Italian's right hand chops over the top, and there's a trickle of blood again from Laing's eye. Both men now marked around their left eyes. And there's quite a bad blood bruise coming up underneath Oliva's left eye now. It was only a faint mark a minute ago, and now it's like a crescent moon. And Laing is looking at that as he stares Oliva in the face, and that might give him confidence. The first sign of damage he's put on the Italian's face. Pretty sure it's come about through the rubbing of heads. A blood blister under Oliva's left eye. Laing using his left elbow in the clinches, getting away with it. Caution. Both men now showing signs of tiredness. And there's still 2 rounds to go. Overtime yet again for the 10th successive round. .3:15. .3:31. Well, Laing has tried so hard in these last 2 rounds to put something together. It hasn't worked. The eye started to bleed again. There is a mark under Oliva's left eye. They're coping with that in the corner now. I don't think it will seriously affect Oliva unless it gets very much bigger and the eye shuts. All the trouble really is in the champion's corner. Just 2 rounds left. Laing looking very, very weary now. And I dare say Oliva is too. It's been a battle of concentration here for Oliva. He's defied Laing to really do anything significant. And one has to say it's a masterly performance by this former European and world champion. After a long layoff, a retirement from the ring, and now comes back, and in only his 4th comeback fight, is putting together a very, very shrewd fight indeed against a dangerous man. And Laing is certainly that. But he's had, I think, the danger drawn from him. He needs a near miracle now to save this. Laing doing the stalking, but he can't tempt the man within range. And Oliva has fully lived up to his reputation of being one of the really cagey boxers of modern times. He's never been an exciting fighter, but he's been an extremely shrewd one. Never more so perhaps than tonight. Good right from Laing. One of the few successes he's had. But Oliva managed to take it pretty well. It may not be over yet. Referee getting in the way a bit here now. And definite signs of tiredness in Oliva now, as well as Laing. And these are going to be a desperate few minutes for both men. Again, the right hand of Laing connects, but Oliva's still got his wits about him, and he's moving very lightly on his feet. You could really run a sweepstake on how long these rounds are going to last. .3:15. Well, I don't know who's running that clock, but my watch says 3:25 now. .3:40. .3:45. That's the longest yet. 1 round left, and this Italian crowd here in Campione sensing a great victory by their man. And one has to say that although there have been many grounds for complaint from the British camp, you can't take it away from the Italian. He really has fought a very canny fight indeed. And he's still scoring points in that 11th round. Laing, a frustrated, confused and unhappy man. The final round. And Oliva holds both gloves out, and Laing makes a half-hearted attempt with one glove to touch. Nothing now. But a stunning right hand punch can save this fight for Laing. Italians are already beginning to celebrate victory. Only one thing now for Oliva, really, and that's to stay out of trouble. Well, the cord that's holding the ponytail back on Lang's head has come adrift, and Denny Mancini, one of his cornermen, hasn't quite managed to cut it away. Now he has. Nothing has gone right for Laing tonight, not even that. In these moments when Laing is trying so hard to nail his man, Oliva is doing the better scoring. There may only be 400 people here. They're mostly Italian, of course, but they're making enough noise for 4,000. Coming up, if that means anything. Past 3 minutes. .320. And really, you have to say that even in these late stages, Laing is being outfought. .340. And there's bad feeling between the two corners and the two men right to the final bell. Both men being cautioned. I honestly don't know what those figures on that clock mean. It's 4 minutes now since they started this round. This is quite unbelievable. 4¼ minutes they've been going. .5 minutes. What do you make of this? What can one say about it? It's just a total farce. There's about a 4:37. Well, unless the judging is as inaccurate as the timekeeping, there can only be one result. Oliva. Lang's European title is gone, and with it, I suspect, his last chance of ever getting a shot at the world title. And the decision, quite inevitable, a unanimous decision in favour of Oliva, and the scoring wasn't even close. Let me talk to Mickey Duff, because you've got a lot of grounds for protest here. There was the holding there was you thought a butt that caused the cut, and the timekeeping.
I noticed the timekeeping was appalling. It's honestly the worst refereeing I can ever remember in my life. I can never remember a referee being as consistently bad. He was stopping the fight because Oliva had pulled his head down and then warning him not to use his shoulder when he was trying to free himself.
Now, are you going to make any sort of a free
Yeah,
protest?
I'm going to make a full protest, and I'm just going to subpoena the tape. The tape will speak for itself. The amount of time they allowed the rounds to go on, bad timing, the totally biased refereeing all the way through.
Now, out of that, what, you hope to get a rematch?
I hope to get an immediate rematch. I hope that he's told that his next fight has to be Kirkland Laing, and this time we'll put ourselves out. I think we've learned our lesson not to come to Italy again. I didn't want him to go. He wanted to come to Italy where he could get the most money.
Right.
And what looked very suspicious all the time really happened.
Give me the final word, Kirk. Do you want a rematch with him?
Certainly. He was very clever in his own way, but I know I can beat him. He has to stand and fight. This is okay when you're survival, you know, just running and sticking the jab out and so on. I want a contest next time, a proper one, on neutral ground.